Hey Resurrection Church family, Peter Elliott here. I'm the communications director at the church, and I just want to say thank you so much for being a part of our church family, whether it's here at Tacoma, whether it's at Federal Way, FedWeezy, or whether it's in Gig Harbor with the core group that met this week and actually had a barbecue in the park. We're just so thankful that you call Resurrection Church your home, and we're thankful that you love Jesus and that we get to love Jesus together. We get to sing together, worship together, and really live life together. And so we're just thankful that you're a part of our church family. This past week, we continued our sermon series in the book of Nehemiah called Build Together. And this week, we actually got into kind of some tension in the story, right? The enemies of Nehemiah and the Jewish people, and really the enemies of God, are starting to put up a real fight in opposition to the work of God to rebuild the walls. And so there's actual threats of physical violence, intimidation, and mockery, accusing the Israelites of being inadequate and all these other things. And it's really devious stuff if you think about it, when you think about kind of the history of what was going on. And one of the takeaways from the sermon that we want to just talk about is that Satan does the same thing to us today in our lives. He's constantly accusing us. The New Testament says that Satan is the accuser of the brethren. Really what that means is that Satan is continually telling us, you are not worthy. You are sinful. You are not worthy of Jesus and God's love. And one of the most important things to remember is that you are. The Bible and biblical truths tell us that we are co-heirs with Jesus Christ, that we are the children of God. We are adopted by God. Jesus is our brother and our friend, and he actually gives us his gifts. And so the very power Jesus has, we have through his Holy Spirit. So the same way Jesus Christ rose from the dead, the same way Jesus Christ lived a perfect, sinless life, that same power rests in us through the Holy Spirit. And we need to constantly remember that. So we're in these moments of weakness, this moments of opposition from Satan, from sin in our lives. It's important to remember that we have the same power of Jesus Christ in us. And we can live that out, and we can live that transformation out in our lives. And part of that is doing it in community with our friends, talking with people, being open with people, telling people about the opposition we're facing, and again, building together, building in community so that we can tell the truths of God to each other. And so we want to encourage you that this week to fight opposition and remember the truths of the gospel and the truths of Jesus. And so this coming week, I just want to do two quick reminders. We have the CareNet bottle drive we're doing. We handed out all 125 at the Tacoma location. We handed out most of them at the Federal Way location. We want to say thank you so much, church. Keep on filling those bottles up with coins, checks, cash. Even if you fill up your bottle, you can give more. Put change in other bottles or in bags. Do whatever you need. All that money is going to go to help at-risk pregnant moms, even just young moms and young dads, with resources for parenting and just other resources to help them in the South Puget Sound. And so we want to encourage you, keep giving to that. You really are being the hands and feet of Jesus to this at-risk population in our community. And we want to encourage you to keep doing that. Also, just a quick update for the people who worship in Tacoma. As you guys might have seen this week, all the construction outside of our church is all done. And so they've moved on to other parts of Tacoma. And actually, we even gained parking lot spaces right in front of the church. It's actually a cool benefit of some of the updates they did. But this coming week, if you're going to join us at the 9 or 11, you'll have free reign to park at J Street parking garage, on the street. Everything's open. It'll be nice and easy, not like the previous 5 weeks that we had.